Hello everybody, welcome to our Thursday Discovery Day stream. So, as I said, these streams are about discovering the island, exploring the island, and maybe getting off a little bit off the beaten path. And so today we wanted to take you to some of the little side streets of Duval Street that are very easy to miss, and check out some local places that you might not never have been to, or that, you know, if you're planning to come to Key West, maybe you want to, you know, write down the places that you like the most. So on Thursdays we explore the island. It's about things to do, places to stay, places to visit. So we had the lighthouse and we had the butterfly conservatory. So we thought it is time to check out some places to eat and drink, or drink and eat, a little bit off Duval Street. So right now we just turned from Duval Street onto Southard, and our first stop for tonight is one of the favorite locals bars on the corner of Southard and Whitehead Street. And currently they do have, so they have a slightly different setup for the live music. They have something that's called sound checks, late afternoon. I think it starts around 5:30. And then you have the actual band later on that night. And they might have that on weekends, so they have like bingo nights on Monday, and then every first Wednesday of the month I think it's ukulele night. So this place is packed, like, you know, in the morning at 11 you walk by, it's gonna be packed. At 2 o'clock it's gonna be packed. Now it's packed, so you will see. Welcome everybody to the Green Parrot. Welcome to places to eat and drink tonight. And we're going to try to cover about 2 or 3. And one of the nicest people watching places on the island would be right across from the Green Parrot at the corner store here, the Courthouse Deli. This is a very important corner in the life of the Key West locals. So the Green Parrot is from 1890, which is the same year as the courthouse over there, hidden behind the trees, opened. So I guess you kind of need a little bit of both. So it is going to be pretty loud inside. We're going to walk through, but there is going to be, as I said, the sound check is going on. So I think some of you who have been with us before, you have seen this cute little air pump. We came here to pump up the tires for our Tuesday Strike Ride. And over here we have the Green Parrot Library. So if you come to QS and you have a book to trade, this is the place to come. Right here at the Green Parrot. The Green Parrot also has some really good popcorn, but I don't think they have it tonight. I cannot smell it. And I love it how they painted the electricity box here. And that guy over here is enjoying the breeze. And I think that guy over here is enjoying the breeze too.
Surprise.
How is it going?
Hey guys, how you doing?
So this is our first stop for tonight for our locals recommended places to drink and places to eat. Well, we'll see about the eating. So the Parrot doesn't have food unless you count popcorn, but I didn't smell the popcorn, so I don't know. So guys, welcome to the Parrot.
Famous Green Parrot sound check. Sound check is just a cute way of saying the early show for the older folks.
Yes.
Kind of the happy hour gig.
It does work though.
Starts at 5:30 and then it goes till about 7.
What excuse are the ones that are here at 10 a.m., 11 a.m.? What excuse do they have?
Excuse.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't need an excuse.
Probably not.
And then they play another gig later on, like 9 o'clock. The late shift, the late gig.
So happy Thursday, everybody.
Happy Thursday, guys. Like, you know, old school bars. Has it ever had another name? I think the Green Parrot has like always been the Green Parrot. As far as I know.
Yep.
Since 1890.
Yep.
Round on Melissa. Happy birthday.
Happy
Melissa.
birthday. mojitos. No key lime mojitos.
It's a good one too.
Yeah, it is. So you wouldn't expect a place like the Green Parrot to actually have mojitos, but mojito is like the one drink that they start to kind of have. It's nice and fresh. What else do you normally have at the Green Parrot?
Might be kind of a dive bar, but at the same time, man, they do it right. Good drinks, good, the best music.
And they probably haven't changed much since.
No, they haven't changed.
Thank you so much, Charles, for the super chat. Charles and Bad Boy.
We got the Larry Bader Trio playing tonight. Larry's a friend of mine. He's been here 20 some years, I think. He's kind of an old school Key West guy a little bit. But prior to that, he was touring regularly with bands. He played a lot. I know he played a lot for like old doo-wop bands, like the old 50s. Like he played with like Temptations and Teenagers. And, some of those old Motown 50s groups, stuff like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Paris, France, on the bass, on that 27th string bass. Give it up for Mr. Prince at the end. And of course, next time, lead vocals for you all, listening pleasure, Mr. Larry Bader.
I was trying to go slow on my mojito, but I guess you had different things in mind.
No, I think there's just a hole in my straw. That's why it makes that sucking sound. So the Green Parrot also has a liquor bar right here. Oh, that one says packaged goods. Packaged goods? Packaged store?
That's another way to say liquor store.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I learned that.
You learned that?
I learned that after I tried to send somebody to a UPS store when he was asking for a package store.
Right. That's what they call them, I think in the Northeast they call them that. Some people somewhere call them packies. They call them packies somewhere.
So we do have a pretty cool seat right outside here. So lots of outdoor seating, which is another important factor right now, given that it is fall and things start to cool down on the island, so it is really nice to be sitting outside. Like tonight we have a slight breeze. It would be perfect to be sitting in a rocking chair here on the porch, the Green Parrot porch. Are done by David Wegman.
No.
He signed all of them. I saw the name on on the library, on the little, how do you call that? Library?
Let's see.
The little bookshelf. The age-old question. I think we should move on, maybe.
Move on? Okay. Moving on.
Yes. We're gonna be on foot today. No need for the air pump.
Oh yeah. Shake it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the bass from Paris, France, Mr. Francois G. And on the drums from Bronx, New York, give it up for Maurice Smith.
I love it that the bouncer is wearing earplugs. So today we're exploring some of the locals places off Duval Street. So we started off with the Green Parrot.
Always a good place to start.
Definitely is.
Often a good place to finish too.
We'll see about that if we have enough battery. And shall we do the construction or shall we do a short? Let's do a shortcut over here.
Duval.
Let's avoid
Thought we were
the.
gonna stay off Duval.
Well, it's just to place ourselves where things are.
Okay.
So this is Little Appleworth Lane. And since there was construction on Whitehead, we're gonna walk via Duval Street and then off Duval Street again.
Cute little Appleworth Lane, home to Mary Ellen's,
Yes.
Virgilio's.
Used to be home to
Used to be 2 cents.
2 cents right
It was
here.
a restaurant. It was a wonderful restaurant. And then Irma dropped
hit.
a tree on the kitchen. And I guess they
They
couldn't repair it.
they had bacon for happy hour.
Yeah. Bacon. For happy hour.
So here we have Mary Ellen's, which is a great place if you want a drink and a little grilled cheese sandwich at 2 a.m. We're not gonna head in there today. If we ever have a stream at 2 a.m., we might just end up there. I saw earlier in the chat somebody was mentioning Mary Ellen's. But we would have to sit inside, so it's not as good for people watching. So over here we have Willie T's.
We got some Right on the Rock fans waving to us.
Wait.
Because I don't recognize them otherwise.
Willie T's would have been a good stop too. They also have food. Well, also have food. They do have food. But we haven't really had any food there in a while. And we kind of like to recommend places that we really know has good food. So we definitely have to check it out one day. It's gotta be good. Because we know the guy who's cooking. Well, I think everybody knows Margaritaville, so that's probably not a place where we should stop.
We'll skip Margaritaville.
For today. So we're here on Duval Street, corner Fleming. This is Fleming, right? Yes, it is.
Thanks, Ozzy, for the super chat.
Thank you. Here we have a little chicken store. And so where are we headed now? What's our next stop?
I don't know. You're in charge, aren't you? I'm just following you.
Oh, you're following me. Okay. So guys, we're headed over to Caroline Street now. Because there are two other places we wanted to show you. And also... today is Melissa's birthday, so we thought we might head over to some of her favorite places that happen to be our favorite places as well. So we thought we would combine that into one stream and maybe have a little something with key lime drinks. So happy birthday, Melissa. I hope you're having a good day so far. And yes, we are headed over to Caroline Street. And take you to some places just off, one block off Duval Street that are really nice, have a very Key Westy vibe. You can sit outside under the old trees. My favorite tree on Duval Street is this one here. Not that there are that many trees, but this one is really cool. it's really hot and sunny, this is a very nice place to stay in the shade of that guy here.
Thank you, Bob and June. We will take you up on that next drink.
Ooh, that sounds good. We had a long
All
walk.
this
We need a
walking.
drink. All this walking. So this is the corner of Duval Street and Caroline Street. You probably recognize this. We have the Bull here, the Whistle Bar, the Garden of Eden up there. I know we're not headed there, because I think cameras and phones are not allowed up there. That's what I heard.
I don't know, I've never been there.
I saw it in the chat. Deb said that, I think.
No.
What do you think?
Deb.
Deb might have said that. I don't know.
I'm sure Deb is.
So if you just head off Duval Street, down Little Caroline Street. So first of all, you have the Lost Weekend liquor store, which I just think is the cutest.
Which is a little overpriced, but they have everything.
Yes, that's the surprising part. I mean, obviously they, they kind of charge a little bit more. I think they pretty much open all the time. But they have an amazing selection because you actually buy from a little window there. And they probably only have like one bottle of each, but they have, I mean, if you're looking for something that you can't find anywhere else, it's definitely worth trying these guys here.
Let's mosey on down Caroline Street. Where the women go crazy.
They go crazy.
They go crazy on Caroline Street.
That's what I heard.
So that's just the way the song goes.
Oh wait, so just across the street, before we head to the bar, this is the location of the first well on the island. This is the first fresh water they found, that the pirates found on the island in the 1700s. So if you want a little piece of history, the old well here.
So where are we going, Kim? Where are you taking me?
I think we should have a little drink here so we can show them Garbo's Grill, and then we head over to First Voices.
Alright.
I think that sounds like a plan. Because I heard those might be also Melissa's favorite places.
Okay.
Luke Bryan Riley if you got.
Hey! Where do you want to sit? Shall we sit here? Yeah. Let's sit here. Okay, let's have a smaller table over here.
Cause we were all under the upper hand. motherland. Sell her to another man. Just a cold world outside.
Mojitos, please.
Angels fly. The angels fly. I wanna be drunk when I wake up on the right side of the wrong bed. Same excuse I made up to tell you the truth. I ain't one that kill me. Never make me strong at all. Love the sky, you'll make all your lipsticks to me. Take a lean back.
So Hank's, where we are now, Hank's Saloon, Hank's Hair of the Dog Saloon. It's kind of a complicated name. Has this food truck in the back, which is called Garber's Grill, and they actually do the food for the whole bar. So you can come here, grab a drink, and then have some of their food, which is delicious. Actually, Kevin used to work here, Key West Kevin. So we used to come here quite a bit and have their tacos. I highly recommend the Korean barbecue. And I haven't tried the yum yum shrimp. So again, this is a great place. You know, all the places where we headed to tonight are the nice places where you can sit, have drinks, and then maybe grab a little bit of food. They're not like your traditional restaurants. So this time of the day, just before sunset, it's still somewhat quiet. If you come here after the sun sets and it gets dark, this place is packed. And since we're trying to stay a little bit away from the crowds, this actually kind of works out perfectly. So again, another nice Key West location out in the open air. You can feel the breeze. Garber's Grill in the back, so it's like two places in one.
Time goes by, the river directs you where to go. So many things, study steps, don't ask why. 'Cause it's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Still frames in your mind. Name on shelf, always good.
This is on Bob and June, right? Thank you. Thank you so much for the drinks, guys. Happy Thursday and happy birthday, Melissa.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you're at the time of your life. What's his name? Jackson? Hey Jackson. Jackson, you want to come play the guitar? You want to play it? I don't know if he understands my accent or not, but you want to play it? He's like, oh. Hey Jackson, what's your favorite song? I think I know his favorite song. Can I guess it? See if he reacts to this one. Baby shark dee 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 baby shark dee 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 baby shark dee 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 dee. I don't know that one. Yeah, no, I have a about a year and a half old brother, and if you put that in front of him, just all focused to just that song. He does it for 3.5 minutes. He doesn't listen to anything else besides that. I do some country, though. you like older country or like newer country? You can play newer country. You're all doomed!
Yes, they are the doom.
I love those buses.
One of the things we're definitely gonna do just before Halloween.
Sunshine frame, couple of kids in a Chevrolet. Get your little light when you cross the track. Sipping on summer from Big Shack. Hang shirt on the lane. Sipping on the moon on the river bend. Wasn't maybe long, I was jumping in. I guess I'm still doing now what I was doing then. Chasing you.
Cart.
Yeah.
Used to talk about LA, 30 guys far as selfie. Now I try to track you down. Only guys far as guitar town. Singing about a girl that used to know. Used to know that I haven't given up. I'm used on the radio. Chasing you like a shot of whiskey. Burning, going down. Chasing you like a goodbye till light. In a western anywhere out of this nowhere town. Just that freedom, just that feeling I was gone too soon. Just now you and me, I only see my review. And I'm laying at night holding someone new, still chasing you. Oh, when I'm back home, you wanna come out, you wanna be alone. Don't take it too you're in the mood. That's how you acted. I'll be out your door 10 minutes to whatever you got on me stand. When you leave the house to have a good time, only mean the good time won't be you. We'll have a house party, we don't need nobody till the chimney all the way down to the bottom. You wake up all night to the whole life piece. Stop showing up, try to shut us down. Getting home body, then you gonna have a house party. Getting home body, then you gonna have a house party. one right there if you got some. And the party has arrived.
I assume that Hanks was a dog. This place is named after Hanks.
Yeah, the woman who bought it, it was Grunts before. The woman who bought it, her dog is named Hank. That's why this is Hank's Hair of the Dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Like the dog version of a cat cafe with beer.
Yeah, but there aren't any. Yeah.
They were like corporates for the restroom and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time since you know got talked into going out. Hopes you stay. I was feeling like myself for the first time in a long time. Till the bones of suddenly fell over there talking mine. Then you rolled in with your hair in the wind, baby, without wanting. 'Cause I was doing alright, just your side and my eyes told me. The moon went high and stars were shining, rain was dry, thunder, lightning wrecked my whole world when you came and hit me like a hurricane. Oh, you hit me like a hurricane. It was gonna be a long night from the morning. Long times over whiskey on, I started talking about us. If I would've laid my drink down, oh, I'll tell me and my truck, driving us to your house. Then you rolled in with your hair in the wind, baby, without wanting. 'Cause I was doing alright, but just your side, my eyes told me. The moon went out, stars were shining, rain was dry, thunder, lightning wrecked my whole world when you came and hit me like a hurricane. Oh, hit me like a hurricane. Oh, hit me like a hurricane. On the dirt road in the headlights, I was mama's boy, feel like a fist fight. Kinda light, kinda cold beer, little hat down, little John Deere. Kinda give a damn, I kinda don't care. See the girl standing right there, she looks small, and boy like me. She's my ride or die, baby, cool, she my crazy, she my lay back in the front seat. She's so with me to the end, girl, turn it up to 10, girl. She can have anybody that she wants to be, anywhere she wanna be. She loves a small town boy like me. She loves a small town boy like me. 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 I'd say it's probably one of the most requested songs of all time. So if I didn't know it, I'd be doing myself a disservice.
Well, this is sincere, so let's get
Alright, what song is this?
I don't
The
know.
most requested of all time.
I don't know. Maybe he's doing a version of Freebird.
Brown
So I
Eyed
don't know
Girl.
it that well, so I'm just going to try and wing it again. Shadows on my
Okay, honestly, I don't know it.
all night.
Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
Voices telling me
Okay.
that I should get
But I didn't realize that wasn't
some
most requested.
It's not that much requested.
something.
Unless he gets totally different requests than me.
Maybe he gets a
Feel
different
like I'm headed for
And you have the old salty pirate
I
Captain
don't know
Tony. It's
why.
not the same.
Cause I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. But right now you can tell. Stay a while, maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little in bed. But right now you don't care. Stay a while, maybe then you'll see a different side of me.
What channel?
Be me,
Yeah.
talking to myself in public.
Yeah, there's some
Dodging glasses on the train.
disarming.
And I know they've all been talking to me. I can hear them whisper. It makes me feel like there must be something wrong with me. Out of all my hours thinking, slow down, I've lost my
What's
mind.
this song called?
'Cause I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell.
Well, I think.
Right now you
Well,
can tell.
I've never had this request ever. Not once.
Different side of
I've had a request for Matchbox 20, but not this song. Specifically, never.
right now you don't care. Stay a while, maybe then you see different side of me.
He gets different requests than me. I don't know.
So I don't know where you're going, but you got one more trouble. So I don't know where I'm going, but I don't think I'm coming home. And I said I'll take aim tomorrow if I don't wake up there. 'Cause this is the road to a win, and we're starting at the end. Say yeah, let's be alone together. We can stay on forever, screaming at the top of your lungs, lungs, lungs. Say yeah, let's be alone together. We can stay on forever. We'll stay on, yeah. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. 'Cause we could cut out all the lies that you've been living in. And if we
Sunset time in QS.
again, I would understand. I would understand. I would understand. I would understand. You guys ready? So today was gonna be the day that I was gonna know that to you. And I should somehow realize you gotta do. I believe that everybody feels the way I do right now. Back with the word is on the street that define when your heart is out. Well, I'm sure you better than before, but I never really had a doubt. I believe that everybody feels the way I do right now. These are the roads myself. I'm just a little unwell. Hey, but a 90s master brother if you got. I feel like if I had to do one 90s song, I had to do only 90s song. What's funny is that every song that came out in the 90s is actually older than me, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
That was 90s, that would be old. Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
I'll see if you guys know this one.
Did you hear him? You just said these songs are older than him.
I heard it.
Okay, I need another drink. Looks like this place filled up.
Train bound for nowhere. Man in your nose inside sleep. Holds up Thursday. Window out darkness. Wanting more to. He began school. Said, son, I may lie. Freedom you faith. Knowing what the count.
And our next stop for tonight, and probably our last stop for tonight, is right across the street. First Flight, another beautiful islandy place here. And I think we would still be able to hear the music from there, but it's pretty loud. Hank's sound system is
People have been complaining about Hank's sound system. I know why.
think it's not properly calibrated, I think. Bike. All right, so First Flight used to be called Kelly's, right? This is the place that Kelly McGillis used to own. I knew it as Kelly's before it became First Flight. And now it's an island brewery. They do their own beer. They brew their own beer, like 3 or 4 different kinds. But overall, it's the old Pan Am building here. This was the first office of the Pan American flight. Okay. Fine. So in 1927, that's when they sold the tickets for the flights from Key West to Havana. And I think they didn't change much of the decorations since it was Kelly's. So it's all like...
I don't know, because I've never been here before
Yeah.
it was First Flight.
Okay. I think the bar is
I never
still
came
the
to
same.
Kelly's.
I think I've been there once.
Kelly McGillis, Top Gun.
Yes. Oh, that's the beers they brew today. First Flight. I'm not much of a beer person, so I can't really tell you anything about it. And you might also see some groups, some of the ghost tours start from here. And it is a restaurant slash bar, so you can sit in the garden, have dinner, or sit at the bar, which is what we're going to try to do, because they have a really cool bar. Hey! Good? Just to sit at the bar? Good, thanks. Just do these table qualify as a bar, or we could sit at the bar. Ah, this is pretty. Let's sit here. So this is a little bit more laid back. They do have live music here though, sometimes.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon. So guys, have a close look at this bar, because this is actually it used to be a plain wing. This kind of looks like it's been redone, but I think it's like recycled metal. So it's pretty cool. I think this would be a nice spot to sit because we can overlook the garden, we can still hear some music, and we can people watch. And you definitely can still hear the music from Hanks.
Richard, the bar that used to be the Green Room is now Rock House Live. Great location, bad name.
Yeah, the name isn't great, but we were up there last, when was that? Friday, a week ago. If you look up our TJF stream, we kind of ended up at the Rock House. Just wanted to check it out because they're currently doing the soft opening, and the official opening is in about 2 weeks. And so somehow we ended up having a drink there. Well, long story short, if you go back to last Friday's stream, you can see the Rock House. It's supposed to be our Mallory Square sunset stream, and then we kind of just put up the camera. We were up in on the second floor, overlooking Duval Street. At the old Green Room.
Good morning, Linda Lou. Thank you.
So this is another one of our birthday girl's favorite place, apparently. But it happens to be the place where we got married. Right here.
We did?
We did. So we like this place too. It's definitely a cool place to hang out.
Good. We haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, no rush.
Do you have any special mojitos? Like I know last time you had like a mango mojito.
I can do a mango mojito. Yep. The classic mojito. I can do a mango mojito as well.
Okay.
What's that actually?
I'll do a strawberry lime.
Strawberry lime?
Okay, then I'll do the mango mojito. So I think this is definitely our last stop for tonight.
Thanks, Izzy.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, we did get married here. That now I remember.
Now you remember we've
Now
been
I
here before.
That's when I was here before.
Well,
that's because it's one of the nicest
Key West feeling,
gardens.
yes,
Key West
yeah.
feeling gardens on the entire island.
And
And it's all inclusive. I mean, the whole thing. You know, you have all the drinks and the food and everything. They do it here. So
yeah, they kind of they
good.
know how to organize events, and also you kind of like sitting in the shade. They have like these old trees here in the back.
they have plenty of space.
Plenty of space. They had the indoor backup, which we actually ended up having to use.
Well,
it was raining.
again, look at this beautiful garden here.
Yes.
And then it rained.
Yes.
So
much for that part. So much for the wedding part. So we moved everything inside. Like, But yeah, I really like the bar made of the old plain metal here. And I think if you walk inside, you actually have some other elements as well. So of course, this time of the year, nobody's sitting inside because it's so nice to be outside. They do have some old Pan Am elements here. Here you have the old aircraft operating manuals and and this is the old Pan Am building. Where they issued the first ticket for the flight from Key West to Havana, 1927. So if you walk around, you can actually find some of these old elements around here.
Ella es mexicana, pero o sea, nació en México, pero la madre y el papá son americanos. Ella habla español igual porque va a México y toda esa cosa. Si eres argentina, claro.
Thank you. Here are our drinks. Well, again, cheers everybody.
Cheers, everybody. If PDD, if you're still watching, for your mama.
Yes.
Sorry for your loss, brother. Cheers, guys.
What are you having?
Okay, they wanted to know the strawberry limeade. Kind of my favorite drink here at the First Flight. Had it a few times. It's vodka, lime juice, and muddled strawberry. Kind of simple, tangy, a little sweet, but very fresh and very delicious.
And they also have mojito specials normally, like a mojito of the day or of the week.
Of course, they don't have that tonight, but he still made Kim a mango mojito.
Yes,
They don't
he's
have it
still
on the menu.
Yes, it's not on the menu. I didn't check the
Not
menu.
on the menu.
Okay.
But she still got one.
Yes, I still got one. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, discovering some of the places to drink actually on the island. Technically speaking, we're talking about a drinking stream here.
Thank you for the super chats, guys. Deb and Sandy just recently. Thank you very much,
Yes,
guys. We
thank you
appreciate it.
everybody.
Thanks for helping.
And glad you enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is our TGIF Sunset Walk. So we'll head over to Mallory Square for the sunset celebration. Starting, I think I have to start the stream at 6:30. Sunset really starts to be pretty early. So we will be back tomorrow for the sunset. And of
Melissa.
course, happy birthday, Melissa.
Happy birthday, Melissa.
Cheers. I hope you're having a key lime martini tonight. All the best to you. And take care, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe.
Good night, guys.